Welcome to the dedication of a time capsule. I'd like to acknowledge Commissioner Martin, Commissioner Lockery, and Mayor Ron Strauss, who is here from Doylestown. Thank you for coming. This ceremony will officially dedicate the time capsule that we have buried under this marker here. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about the genesis of this project. The project actually began 3 years ago as part of the bicentennial celebration of Doylestown becoming the county seat of Bucks County. And the time capsule project was one of 30 some odd events that we had scheduled for that week-long celebration in 2012. Unlike all of the other events, which were completed after that week was finished and everybody went home and had a nice time, this project continued on for about a 3-year period. So let me introduce to you Bob Seabrick, who's standing over there, and Mark Daba and Kevin Jameson of the committee. One of the committee members was unable to be with us today, Mark Spesavero. And these are the folks who did the heavy lifting over the last 3 years. And it kind of sounds like a simple thing to do: put a time capsule, get it together, throw it in the ground. But it was anything but simple. And as a matter of fact, I don't know that Bob would agree with this, but I think if he and Kevin and Mark knew that this project was going to stretch out for 3 years, they may have thought differently about getting involved in the first place. So thank you very much for hanging in there. And hopefully this will be the official end to that project. The plan was to put the time capsule in the ground, which it actually is, but let me tell you what's involved here. First off, the committee solicited things that would go into the capsule from 55 some different organizations, and those organizations, if you are interested, are listed on the placard here by the left turn. There are some 600 items in the box, which is the capsule, and those items range from newspapers, newsletters, pamphlets, restaurant menus, artifacts like cell phones and tiles, and in fact, everything that the people who dig this thing up in about 100 years, in fact, on the marker it does say that we expect the time capsule to be opened at the tricentennial celebration of Doylestown becoming the county seat. That will be in the year 2112. I expect everybody here to be there as well. And so people who open up that box almost 100 years from now should be able to recreate how life was in Bucks County, Doylestown, Bucks County, 100 years ago. So that was our purpose, and I think the committee did a really great job of achieving that from the items that went into this time capsule. We had some time when we got the capsule here. By the way, it was not only the items, but it had to be sent out to be sealed up once we did get the capsule here, and that means it was about 150 pounds. We had to evacuate all the air out of the capsule, pump in argon gas so it would last for over 100 years. And we did all of that. We had the capsule back, and we did have some time before it had to go into the ground. So we did invite the school system, Central Bucks school system, to see if they wanted to have some sort of a program for their students. And I see Scott Berger back there. Scott is the supervisor of Central Bucks Social Studies program. I hope I said that right, Scott. And Scott was able to get two elementary schools that are interested in this, and we set up an interactive video session at the Historical Society, which was terrific. We had 90 children, second graders, in 2 different schools, Buckingham Elementary and Groveland Elementary, up the road here. And Scott and the teachers and the officials at both of those schools just did a great job in prepping these kids. There were about 90 of them that participated with us, and myself and Bob did a history lesson for the kids on all the items that are in the capsule and what it actually meant and what it will mean to the county. A highlight, at least for me anyway, is that the teachers had the kids write letters to those people who will be opening up this capsule in about 100 years, and the letters were just terrific. It was, you know, second graders now, these are 7-year-old kids describing their day in school. This is what I learned today in school. I hope you will have a good time, as good a time as we are when you open up this capsule and read this letter. And if you can imagine, you know, with medical technology and the like, it is entirely possible that one of those children who would be about 107 years old when this capsule is open will be here on this very spot. And wouldn't it be something to have one of those kids read the letter that they had written 100 years ago? I mean, just if you could just kind of muse on that for a while. For me, that was a highlight of this entire project. So with that, and in the interest of keeping this ceremony brief, thank you very much for coming. I would like to thank in particular Ryan Hessenthaler, Jerry Anderson, Chris Edwards, and a special thank you to Teresa DeSantis, who was a terrific help to us in working with the county and making this event happen. Thank you very much for coming, and I expect to see everybody here in about 100 years. Thank you very much.
It's a date.
Very nice.
Can you put it in your calendar?